Hello and welcome to Amjad Academy. Today I have chosen a new topic for you, that is biomolecules. So we'll see what are biomolecules. Biomolecules, they build up living organism and they are responsible for the growth of living organism, their growth, maintenance and ability to reproduce. What does it mean? Now let's take example. In the presence of light, in the presence of light, photosynthesis 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 done by plant. Let's see. In the presence of light, when carbon dioxide plus water molecule reacts, they gives us C6H12O6 plus oxygen molecule and water molecule. This is the photosynthesis process. In the presence of chlorophyll pigment, in the presence of chlorophyll, plant produce food in the presence of light. So, this food, we call it as glucose, or I may say carbohydrates. So, in the presence of light, plants are producing carbohydrates. This is food. So, I will define it like a biomolecules. What are the biomolecules? Which build our living organism. Means, if I consume something, it will provide energy to my body cells. So, whenever we take any product from the market, back of that it is written that carbohydrates, protein in that percent, vitamin in the so and percent. So what is this? These are biomolecules. They are essential for our body to produce energy. So I will define carbohydrates, protein, enzymes, vitamin and nucleic acid. What are carbohydrates? Which produced by photosynthesis from the plants? Proteins. We consume proteins from the market and our body itself has protein. Enzymes, nowadays many new medicines are coming in the market because of these enzymes. Enzymes are also used in our laboratories as a catalyst. Vitamins, we generally take vitamins for deficiencies. If vitamins are less in our body, deficiency definitely will be there. So we take the vitamins. Nucleic acid. What nucleic acid contains? They store genetical data, genetical information, genetical information. So I would say Allah has said in the Quran, وَيُخْرِجُ الْحَيَّ مِنَ الْمَيِّتِ وَيُخْرِجُ الْمَيَّ مِنَ الْحَيِّ, कि हम मुर्दा में से जिंदा निकालते हैं और जिंदा में से मुर्दा. क्या मतलब हुआ इसका? प्लांट्स जो है तो जमीन में से अपने मिनरल्स एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं और वो जो लोग वो क्या बनाते हैं? फूड बनाते हैं, कार्बोहाइड्रेट, और वो कार्बोहाइड्रेट को हम कंज्यूम करते हैं. तो जमीन मुर्दार चीज है, नॉन लिविंग थिंग है, उसमें से जो है तो क्या प्रोड्यूस हो रहा? लिविंग थिंग आ रही है, प्लांट आ रहा. तो नॉन लिविंग थिंग में से लिविंग थिंग जनरेट हो रही और फिर लिविंग थिंग में से क्या जनरेट हो रहा? नॉन लिविंग थिंग, कार्बोहाइड्रेट. एंड दिस कार्बोहाइड्रेट इज एसेंशियल फॉर होम? फॉर अस, फॉर आवर बॉडी. So in conclusion, I can say biomolecules are responsible for the growth of our body. Biomolecules are constituents of our body. I think so you got the idea of biomolecules. So let's discuss how many biomolecules are given in our syllabus. First is carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? How can we define them? What are their properties? How they are classified? We'll see in this session. So let's move to our point. Our point is carbohydrates. 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 Its name itself tells you what does it mean. I can say carbo means carbon. Hydrates means water molecule. So hydrates of carbon, I can write it as hydrates of carbon. Hydrates of carbon. Scientist has given the formula for this. What is the formula? Formula is CH in the bracket water molecule and Y. These X and Y may have same value or may not. So first carbohydrate molecule we know very well is glucose. Glucose having a molecular formula of C6H12O6. Will it fit to this formula? We'll see. It is having 6 carbon. I will put at the X number 6. Now this is water molecule. At the place of Y I will write 6. It fits to formula. Other molecule also we have sucrose. Sucrose. It has a formula of C12H22O11. This is our sucrose molecule. Will it fit to this formula? Let's check. It has 12. At the place of X I will write 12. This is water molecule. At the place of Y it has 11. It fits to the formula. So don't be happy. Another twist is there. I will tell you the twist is I have another carbohydrate whose name is ribose. RAHMOSE, ribose. It has a formula of C6H12O5. You can try it. It cannot fit to this formula. Although it is a carbohydrate. Another twist is there. CH3COOH. What is this? Acetic acid. It also fits to this formula. I will write it. C. At the place of C it has 2 carbon. I will write 2. Water molecule. It has 2 oxygen. I will directly write here 2. Although it is acetic acid, but it fits to the formula of carbohydrate. So the scientists in initial given this formula, and this formula does not fit to other carbohydrate like ribose, and it is not susceptible. It is not feasible. I can say acetic acid if fits to this formula, it is not feasible. Is it a good definition? We'll move forward. So this definition is discarded and new definition came in front of us. I will write first what is that definition. We'll go through that definition. First I will write the structure of glucose molecule. How it looks. CHO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one is 6. So very tricky. OH, OH, 1H, and then OH. Now write alternative of it. H, OH, H, H. So this beautiful molecule is a glucose. Now look at how many hydroxyl group it has. This OH group is called hydroxyl group. How many it has? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hydroxyl group. I can say it has polyhydroxy group. I will write here polyhydroxy. Now if you see here, this carbon is attached to 4 different groups. From this side it has oxygen, from this side it has aldehyde group, from this side it has hydrogen, from this side it has carbon. 4 different groups. Likewise, how many chiral carbons are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me clear what are chiral carbons. The carbon which has 4 different bonding groups attached to it. It is called chiral carbon. So it has 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 chiral carbons. Chiral carbon having a property of rotating a plane polarized light either in a clockwise direction or other in an anti-clockwise direction. So a optically active molecule or a chiral carbon will be optically active. It means it can be able to rotate plane polarized light either in a clockwise or anti-clockwise, doesn't matter. So I will say it is optically active. This glucose molecule, it is a carbohydrate. It is a type of carbohydrate. It is optically active. It is polyhydroxy. Now, what functional group it contains? Aldehyde. I will write aldehyde. Another molecule we have, I will write it here. We have fructose, isomer of this glucose. I will write CH2OH, single bond, C double bond O, single bond, and the remaining structure will be same as of glucose. H, OH, OH, H, OH, H, CH2OH. This is what? It is fructose. Now look at this molecule. It has hydroxyl group. So it is polyhydroxy. It has chiral carbon. So it is optically active. Now it has ketonic group. So in my definition, I will add optically active, polyhydroxy, aldehyde or ketone. Or ketones. What are carbohydrates? You will define it. Optically active molecules, optically active, polyhydroxy, aldehyde or ketones are carbohydrates. Now I will add another line to this definition. I have another molecule with me. Is sucrose. It has a molecular formula of C12H22O11. If you hydrolyze it, it has ether linkage. You know ether, ROR dash. On hydrolysis in the presence of acid, it gives us what it gives. It gets hydrolyzed in two molecules. So this is our sucrose. On hydrolysis, it will give us two molecules, 2C6H12O6. One of these will be glucose and another will be a fructose. So on the hydrolysis, this molecule is converting this molecule. It is giving us the molecule which are optically active, polyhydroxy, aldehyde or ketones. Look at this particular molecule, sucrose. On hydrolysis, this molecule on hydrolysis giving us compound as containing these properties. These molecules, right now we have seen these molecules, glucose and fructose, and they are polyhydroxy, optically active, aldehyde or ketones. So I will add another line to this. My definition is the compound on hydrolysis gives such compounds means glucose and fructose. It is not particular that glucose and fructose, they have to be the property like optically active. They have to be optically active, they have to be polyhydroxy, ketone or aldehyde. Such a molecule will be called as carbohydrates. So will it be a carbohydrate? Yes, it is a carbohydrate, because on hydrolysis it is giving us the molecule like molecules are having a property like optically active, polyhydroxy, aldehyde or ketones. So this sucrose molecule is also a carbohydrates. On what basis? We are saying it on the basis that the compound on hydrolysis gives such a compound. Such a compound means what? The compounds having optically active properties of polyhydroxy groups. Polyhydroxy, either they are aldehyde or polyhydroxy ketones. With this, I have defined the carbohydrates. Now let's see classification of carbohydrates. They are classified on the basis of hydrolysis. On the basis of hydrolysis, carbohydrates are classified as on the basis of hydrolysis. On the basis of, I will write it as 3O positive. You can understand it. Hydrolysis, on the basis of hydrolysis. Carbohydrates are classified as, oh, it is not, it is going out of the camera range. I will write it here. Monosaccharides. Next I have oligosaccharides. Third one I have polysaccharides. What does it mean, saccharide? This saccharide means, it is a Greek word. Saccharide means sugar. So on the basis of hydrolysis, carbohydrates are classified in three main categories: monosaccharides, oligosaccharides, and last one, polysaccharides. What are monosaccharides? The compound on hydrolysis doesn't give any reaction. or they cannot be further hydrolyzed. I can say easily. They cannot be further hydrolyzed, and the example of these monosaccharides are glucose. Glucose. Second example is fructose. Fructose. Now I have polysaccharides. I will define it later. Oligosaccharide. Polysaccharides. On hydrolysis, it gives thousands of monosaccharides. So the name polysaccharides. Thousands of monosaccharides means poly, many. So the example of these is starch. Second example is cellulose. Now the main content, oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides are further classified into disaccharides, trisaccharides, tetrasaccharides, how can I define oligosaccharides? The compound on hydrolysis gives in between 2 to 10 monosaccharides are called oligosaccharides. I will repeat it. The compound on hydrolysis gives 2 to 10 monosaccharides are called oligosaccharides. So the compound which gives 2 monosaccharides are called disaccharides, which gives 3 monosaccharides are called trisaccharides, and which gives 4 monosaccharides are called tetrasaccharides. Example of disaccharide is sucrose. On hydrolysis, it gives us glucose and fructose. Now second, trisaccharides. Its example is raffinose. On hydrolysis, it gives us glucose plus fructose, and the last one, galactose. Tetrasaccharide, its example is stachylose. On hydrolysis, it will give us glucose, fructose, and 2 molecules of galactose. Oligosaccharides, on the basis of hydrolysis, they are classified in 3 categories or many more. Now in front of us are 3 disaccharides. Disaccharide means the compound on hydrolysis gives 2 monosaccharides. Trisaccharide means the compound on hydrolysis gives us 3 monosaccharides. Tetrasaccharide means the compound on hydrolysis gives us 4 monosaccharides. So disaccharide, the example of disaccharide is sucrose. On hydrolysis, it gives us glucose and fructose. Trisaccharides, its example is raffinose. On hydrolysis, it will give us glucose, fructose, and galactose. Tetrasaccharide, its example is stachylose. On hydrolysis, it will give us glucose plus fructose plus 2 molecules of galactose. Let's see their molecular formula. I hope you got this classification. I will rub this and I will show with the molecular formula. So let's have a disaccharide first. Disaccharide. First example is sucrose. On hydrolysis, H2O comma H positive, or you may write H3O positive, doesn't matter. Sucrose gives us one molecule of glucose, C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. One of these is glucose. Another one is fructose. People may pronounce it as fructose and fructose. Now, see, a ether linkage molecule on hydrolysis giving us two compounds, two monosaccharides. What will be its molecular formula? Just add them or remove water molecule. How many carbons are there? 12, C6. So it has C12. How many hydrogens are there? 12 and 12, 24. Remove 2 hydrogens of water. 24 minus 2, 22. H22. How many oxygens are there? C6, 12. Minus 1 of water. 12 minus 1, 11. I will write C6, C12, H22, O11. This is the molecular formula of sucrose. Don't bother about remembering. Just use your logic. How to calculate its molecular formula? Just add them and minus 1 water molecule. Another I have. Trisaccharide. Example of this trisaccharide is raffinose. On hydrolysis, it requires 2 water molecule for the hydrolysis. 2H2O in the presence of acid. It gives us C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. Name of this compound is glucose. Name of this compound is fructose. Name of this compound is galactose. The compound on hydrolysis which gives us 3 monosaccharides are called trisaccharides. An example of trisaccharide is raffinose. Let's check its molecular formula. 6 and this 6 carbon and this 6 carbon. Add them. So C will be 18. 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 6 3 is 18. Now for hydrogen. Count hydrogen. 12, 12, 12. How many hydrogens will be there? 12 2 is 24. 12 3 is 36. So we have 4 hydrogen. Minus 4 from 36. Here hydrogens are 36 and we have 4 hydrogen of water. So minus 4 will have 32 hydrogen atoms. So I will write 32 hydrogen atoms. Now what remains? Oxygen. Count. 6 1 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 6 3 is 18. So and minus 2 oxygens. So 18 oxygens are there. Minus 2. What will be? It will be 16. So we have C18H32O16. Molecular formula of raffinose. Likewise, I have another molecule also, tetrasaccharide, stachiosa. Stachiosa will be a homework for you. Do it and send it to me on my email ID. And if you find any difficulty there, I will definitely upload that photo to you. So thank you for watching and keep watching this interesting session. I will complete a whole chapter of biomolecules. And to getting newer and newer videos, we are also uploading physics videos. So subscribe our channel and hit that bell icon to get videos. Thank you. To get early videos. सो आप सबसे पहले देखेंगे ना। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग।